Welcome back, everybody. Here we are going to be taking a look at holes 10 and 11 of the back nine. This is the weekend round of the Spring Major Tournament. Here we are going to be using our extra mile with a Titan, Kingmaker, or King Slayer. Any of them are fine. We are using 4.5 topspin with 2 left spin. At max, we are setting up to have our green ring touching the rough. That's if you have an extra mile 6 or 7. If you have an extra mile 8, you will be at the bottom of the plus 14. If you have an extra mile 9, you will be at the bottom of the plus 13. And an APOC 5 plus, you will be at the top of the plus 10. Take a look at my overpower. I'm using to where it's halfway in my shot circle. For our second shot, we're going to be using 3 backspin with 1.5 left spin. I've been pretty consistent with this, but it may vary. I have hit this shot 3 times in a row now. So we want to find it to have our guide going to the hole, and our blue ring will be by the bunker, just like the front nine. For this shot, I'm going plus 5% club, and I will read you off these numbers. At 346 yard drive, I'm going 22% slider, 348, 20 slider, 350, 18 slider, 352, 16 slider, 354, 14 slider, 356 yard drive, 12 slider. So that is going to be hole 10. This shot has been dropping very consistently for me, like I said. So hopefully you guys can start off the back nine with the drop. Now, I have found another money shot with this rocket. I am not lying when I say I have made this shot 5 times in a row now. So what we are doing is adding 8 backspin, which is all but 1 backspin, 1 right spin. We are setting up to have our guide be on the 3rd green row, and that's right of pin. It's going to be on the edge, the left edge of that row, and then going just above the 4th green square in that row. So I will leave a screenshot at the end, that way you know exactly what I'm talking about. The adjustment here, I'm going P1 plus 5% mid. And I actually did come across a shot where I had to use a tad bit of underpower, as I did push into the min line. So I did use some underpower when I did that. It was very, very slight, and I believe it was 7.3 wind that I had. So in that situation, if you do end up pulling into min, you will use some underpower, but it's only been 7.3 and above. Now the same thing here, you want to look for the red ring also to be just barely into the rough. And then you'll see the end of the guide will be touching the left side of that row. And then if you count the dark green squares in that row, the 4th one, the guide should be just above it. And then again, the adjustment here is P1 plus 5% mid. So you're going to see this one roll very nicely again and drop for the hole in one dead center. So let me know if this shot works for you. I could almost guarantee that it will, because like I said, I've made it 5 or 6 times in a row now. So hopefully you guys could start out this back nine with 2 drops.